The hunt for October is heating up in Major League Baseball, and this week, New York Post sports columnist Steve Serby caught up with Yankees third baseman Jazz Chisholm Jr. for his weekly Q&A. Now, Mr. Serby joins us for his weekly discussion with myself, and this week, Steve has some great attire. He is wearing what I call a Dexter Henry staple. He's got the blazer going on with the hoodie. I like the look. Steve, how's it going?
Look, this is a tribute to you, Dex, the drip king of SNY, if not all of New York.
Wow, haven't heard that before. Drip, that's come out of your mouth before, but drip king. Wow, okay. All right. I will take it. I will take all the accolades from a legend like yourself. Now, Steve, when you talk to Jazz Chisholm, he seems to have a strong connection to his family and his roots. How did his upbringing and those relationships come across in the way that he approaches both baseball and also life?
Well, his 70-something grandmother was a legendary shortstop in the Bahamas. And after every game, she critiques his game. She was a Brooklyn Dodger fan growing up in the Bahamas. And my grandmother, by the way, used to critique my Little League game and told me to just quit the sport, which didn't help my ego at the time, but she was right. Anyway, but what you see is what you get with Jazz Chisholm. I love the kid. He's a free spirit on the field and off the field, and he's just a joy to be around, and he loves the bright lights, loves playing in New York, and look at that glove, and he's fit right in. You know, there were concerns that he might not fit in the Yankee clubhouse. He had some difficulties in Miami, not his fault as much as it was leadership in the locker room, in the clubhouse. But he's fit right in. He'll play anywhere. He's at third now. He'll play center. He'll play next year. He might end up at second base if Gleyber Torres is not re-signed. So a breath of fresh air. This kid really is. And you got to credit Grammy Pat for his upbringing.
All right, credit to Grammy Pat. Shout out to her. Shout out to your grandmother, too, for letting you know that you needed to leave the Little League alone. Probably was better for us all, and now you're a legendary sports writer. So see how that all works out. It helps. Sometimes you got to listen to your grandmother. She might know what she's talking about. Now, Jazz...
She told me to quit writing, too, though. But, all right, never mind.
That one she might have been wrong on, for sure. But yeah, I think she was wrong on that one. So, sorry, Grandma Serby. All right, Jazz mentioned that he thrives under pressure. You just mentioned this too. Said that he loves the bright lights of New York. How do you think his attitude fits with the New York sports scene, and how do you see that translating to his performance in pinstripes?
Well, I asked him if he would buy a ticket to watch Jazz Chisholm Jr. play, and he said, yeah. And I asked him, are you the most exciting player in baseball? And he said, well, I'm certainly up there. You got to put Ohtani up there and a fellow by the name of Aaron Judge and Dela Cruz. But he's definitely one of them. You never know what to expect on the field from Jazz Chisholm Jr. And here's a guy who was told he was too small. He was not fast enough. And look at him now. He was an all-star a couple of years ago. He feeds off the doubters. And what's helped him is he has a personal chef now. He used to go to McDonald's every day, and he was on the Dexter Henry diet. Large order of fries with sweet and sour sauce. But he's off that now. He's up to a solid 185 pounds. He used to dip to 176. And but his personal chef, I'm thinking of hiring his personal chef for me because God knows I need it. But he loves being in this Yankees clubhouse. He loves the bright lights. He's always dreamed about playing in a World Series, and he thinks this Yankee team, will win the World Series. He, no doubt about it in his mind. We'll see. But here's a kid who carefree, but he masks an inner Kobe Bryant. He's got a Mamba mentality inside him that he will do anything and everything to beat you and to win.
Yeah, and we will see if that Mamba mentality comes out. If the Yankees can reach the postseason, we'll see what they can do as they try to get to the World Series, which Jazz Chisholm thinks they can win. Couple of notes here. Just want to note, I am not on that McDonald's diet. What did you say? Eat for a large order of fries and sweet and sour sauce?
Sweet and sour sauce. He used to go to McDonald's every day.
Yeah, I will say this. I haven't been to McDonald's in years. So there you go.
Well, Well, that's why you're so svelte and stylish.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. I've not been on that daily McDonald's program, but I'm glad that Jazz got his health habits right and has a personal chef, and you're trying to steal his personal chef. We like that. That's good. All right. Well, you called me the king of drip. This is the king of the Q&A. That is Steve Serby. Check out his weekly Q&A with Jazz Chisholm Jr. of the Yankees. It's a really good one. Check it out on NewYorkPost.com. Steve, always a pleasure talking to you on Sundays. I will see you next week.
See you next week. The pleasure's always mine, Dex.
Thank you, sir.